James Cameron wrote Avatar in 1994, but he waited 15 years to release it. Now this is not because he was short of money or too busy, but because the technology to make the film was just not ready yet. And in the case of Bahubali, Rajamouli's team made 15,000 hand-drawn storyboards and used 600 VFX artists across 18 countries. Now, they did it that way because there was no other option but to spend that time and money. But what if we did? Look, I'm not a filmmaker. I run companies with AI. But last week, I gave myself one stupid challenge. Could a guy like me, sitting at his laptop in his bedroom, make something that could actually pass for Bollywood in a single night? I picked the hardest possible test, a fight scene. Because every fight scene you've ever loved needs months of training, hundreds of crew members, and high risk. My scene was made in one night using a tool called I'm going to run you through my process, watch till the end to find out the incredible result or whether I can actually get entry into Bollywood. Let's go. One thing, this video has a lot of prompts, like a lot. Image prompts, video prompts, full scene descriptions. You are not going to be able to keep up by pausing and screenshotting. So I made a detailed PDF with everything. Every prompt, every tool link, step by step. I dropped it in my free WhatsApp community. Link is in the description. You have seen the headlines. Every AI tool launching right now is claiming to replace something. Replace Bollywood, replace designers, replace Hollywood altogether. But here is the honest question I had. I am not a filmmaker. So when a tool says we are replacing Hollywood, that does not mean anything to me. It is too abstract. Forget replacing Hollywood. Can I, sitting at my laptop tonight, actually make one shot from a real movie? Just one cinematic scene. The kind of shot you would see in a big budget film. That is the challenge. And before I could even start, I had to figure out something I genuinely never thought about. How do real movies actually get made? So I did what I always do when I want to understand something fast. I went to Claude. I gave it the question. Let me read you exactly what I asked. I am a complete non-filmmaker. Walk me through how real movies actually get made. Specifically, what happens before a single frame is shot. The planning phase, mood boards, storyboards, all of that. Explain it like I am a 10-year-old. And Claude gave me the entire pipeline. Pre-production, production, post-production, the whole thing. But two things in the response made me stop and stare. I went deeper. Asked Claude to break down the mood board and storyboard process specifically. And honestly, what I learned was wild. The mood board, this is the first thing every director makes. Reference images, color palettes, costume sketches, pinned to a wall or built in a digital folder. Before a single frame is shot, the mood board exists. The mood board is the movie before the movie exists. Then comes the storyboard, one specific shot of the movie drawn in detail before filming. And this is where my mind broke a little. Bahubali. S.S. Rajamouli's team made 15,000 storyboard sketches by hand for that movie. 15,000. The highest for any Indian film ever made. 1 full year of pre-production, just for the planning phase, before the cameras even turned on, and the timeline. This is the part that genuinely broke my brain. You watch a 2-hour movie. The filmmaker behind it spent years making it. Avatar, the James Cameron one, Cameron wrote his first treatment for Avatar in 1994. The film released in December 2009, 15 years from the first idea on paper to a single ticket being sold. The 2 hours you watched, that is the tip of an iceberg you cannot see. And here I was sitting alone at my laptop with a single question. Could AI actually do any of this? Even one part of it? To find out, I needed 3 things. Number 1, the world's best image AI. Number 2, the world's best video AI. And number 3, I am not telling you yet, you will see exactly why in about 10 minutes. I tested every model I could get my hands on. Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, Flux, Imagen. After a lot of research, only 2 are actually in the conversation right now. GPT Image 2 and Google's Nano Banana Pro. I am going to test these 2 on 3 filmmaking tasks. Same prompts on both tools side by side on same settings. And you will decide who wins. Let's start with first test. Character reference sheet. The image every costume designer makes before a shoot. The same character is drawn from multiple camera angles. The prompt is for a young Mumbai detective in his 30s. Wet trench coat, 4 poses on one sheet. Film noir, photorealistic. I am pasting the prompt now. You can read it on screen. Nano Banana Pro has generated output first. Now, GPT Image 2. All four poses, like I asked. Same face across every angle. Same build. Same coat. The detective is recognizably one person from every direction. But notice something extra. GPT Image 2 added stuff I did not ask for. It named the character, Vivan. On another sheet, Arjun Deshpande. Color palette, equipment, age, like a real production reference sheet. And here is where it gets weird. But on quality, Nano Banana Pro gave half body shots. The poses are not consistent. One frame is rainy, the next is a completely different setting. The frames do not blend. GPT Image 2 gave full body, 4 angles consistent with bonus production details. So this first test is clearly won by GPT Image 2. Let's move to second test. The storyboard. Real movies have signs, posters, props with actual writing on them. AI image tools historically fall apart on text, especially Indian languages. The prompt is for a storyboard frame. Rain-soaked Mumbai street. A chai stall signboard reading Chai 10 rupees in both English and Hindi Devanagari. I am pasting the prompt now. Nano Banana did not give me a photo. It gave me an actual storyboard, comic book panels, hand-drawn aesthetic, description text underneath. Format-wise, this is exactly how real storyboards look. Now, GPT Image 2. Completely different approach. A fully cinematic photo of a Mumbai street at night, like an actual frame from a movie, not a sketch. Comparison and Vaibhav's preference call. So which one wins? Tougher call here. Nano Banana is technically more correct because a storyboard is a sketch by definition. Artists draw it because they cannot shoot before the movie exists. But we have the option to generate a high quality photo now. As a filmmaker, that is more useful. So the second test is also won by GPT Image 2 on usefulness. Though credit to Nano Banana for understanding the format. Now, last test. The mood board hero shot, the image a director shows the crew to communicate the feeling of the scene. This is whether the AI actually understands cinema. The prompt is for a wide establishing shot of a Mumbai rooftop at golden hour. Monsoon clouds breaking, sunlight piercing through, the detective in silhouette. You can check the prompt on screen. Two variations. The right one feels plasticky. You can tell it is AI. GPT Image 2 takes nearly a full minute longer, but look, sun rays piercing through the clouds. Exactly what I asked for. Sweeping Mumbai rooftop, cinematic composition. The difference is prompt accuracy. GPT Image 2 stuck to the brief. Nano Banana improvise. So the third test is also won by GPT Image 2. After all three tests, GPT Image 2 has won all three, based on consistency, usefulness, and prompt accuracy. So that is the image AI we are going with for the mood board phase. Now the second ingredient, the video AI. Turning those images into a moving scene, cinematic camera work, consistent characters across multiple cuts, real motion that looks like film. This is what cinematographers do. This is what VFX teams burn millions of dollars trying to perfect. Two video models are leading the world right now, Google's Veo 3.1 and Seedance 2.0. There are others, Kling, Pika, Runway. I tested all of them. But after a lot of research, only these two are actually in the conversation. So let's test the same setup with the same prompts on both tools. We will try 3 tests and you will decide who wins. Let's start with the first test. The cinematic dolly shot in which the camera physically moves toward the subject. This is the most fundamental camera move in cinema. If an AI cannot do a smooth dolly, it cannot make movies. So here is the prompt for an 8-second dolly in shot on Mumbai Detective. I am going to paste the prompt now. This is the highest stakes beat of the segment. This time, Seedance has generated video first. Let's play it. Wait, did you see that? That is Aamir Khan. Seedance just put Aamir Khan into my movie. I did not ask for Aamir Khan. I asked for a Mumbai detective. Seedance heard Mumbai detective and made him look like Aamir Khan, a guy who charges crores to shoot a movie for literally free, inside an 8-second AI generation. I have no idea how it has access to his likeness, but the resemblance is uncanny. Okay, Aamir aside, watch the actual shot. Smooth dolly. Rain physics look real. Reflections shift correctly as the camera moves. Film grade. Now Veo 3.1. Plasticky. The character looks almost illustrated. You can immediately tell it is AI. Seedance looks like a real movie shot. Veo 3.1 does not. So this first test is clearly won by Seedance with a free Aamir Khan thrown in. Let's move to second test, multi-shot consistency, where we will have same character across 3 different camera angles, wide, medium, close-up, and output has to look identical across all 3. This is what separates an AI clip from actual filmmaking. I am pasting the prompt, now you can pause and read. Plot twist, Veo 3.1 generated first this time. Veo understood the multi-shot brief, clear cuts, but the same plasticky AI aesthetic, functional, not film. Now Seedance, okay. There is no comparison, just check the output. Wide shot, hard cut, medium shot, reading a newspaper, hard cut, close up of his eyes, three completely different focal lengths, same face across all three. The transitions feel like real film editing. So the second test is also clearly won by Seedance. Last test, the hardest one, a fight, two characters, contact physics. AI video tools usually fall apart on action. So that is what I gave them. The prompt is for an 8-second fight scene. The detective cornered in a dimly lit alley. Attacker lunges, detective ducks, counters, slams him against the wall. I am pasting the prompt now and then this happened. VO 3.1 returned an error. This one didn't make it. No video generated. I tried again and it gave same error. VO 3.1 failed twice on the same prompt. So this third test is won by Seedance by default, but this is what Seedance generated. Check it out. After all three tests, Seedance has won all three. So that is the video AI we are going with. And here is where I genuinely thought I was done. I had what I needed. The world's best image AI and the world's best video AI. I should have been making movie scenes already, but I was not. Because there was a third problem I did not see coming. Generating an image is one thing. Generating a video is another thing. But making them work together, that is the actual hard part of filmmaking. The character in your image has to look identical to the character in your video. The lighting has to translate, the frames have to flow, and right now you manually copy the image into the video tool. Regenerate. Hope it matches. It almost never does. 3 hours later, you give up. This was the part where I almost quit. Because I was doing this whole thing wrong, I was sitting there writing prompt after prompt, like a prompt engineer. But that is not how movies actually get made. A real director does not write technical specs. A real director describes a scene, and then a crew translates that into shots, lenses, lighting. See, AI is not here to make your life harder. You don't have to be a prompt engineer to use AI. You should be the director. AI should make your job easier, not harder. And this is exactly where today's sponsor comes in. OpenArt. OpenArt just launched something called SmartShot, and it is the first tool I have seen that treats you like a director instead of a prompt engineer. SmartShot takes the world's best image AI, GPT Image 2, and the world's best video AI, Seedance 2.0, and combines them into one single system. The image AI thinks like the director, the video AI executes like the camera. Together, inside one product, it is not just another AI tool, it replaces the entire pipeline. And the part that genuinely changed how I think about AI video. SmartShot does not ask you for a prompt, it asks you for a description. Let me show you. Go to openart.ai, click on the OpenArt suite. SmartShot is right there. Open it. This is how the interface looks like. There is no prompt builder, no technical settings. You don't even have to pick the lenses. There is just one input box and it says, describe your scene. Describe, not prompt. That is the difference. The more context you give, the better the output. So I gave it the same Mumbai detective scene we have been building this whole video. But this time I wrote a description, not a prompt. Monsoon night in a narrow Bombay service alley, amber sodium street lamps overhead, a single tungsten bulb glowing from a small chai stall at the far end. A detective in his 30s, wet trench coat, sprints through the alley, chased by a taller man in a leather jacket. The detective realizes he can't outrun him. He stops, spins, and squares up. The attacker swings a hard right hook. The detective ducks, plants his feet, and counters with a left to the ribs. The attacker doubles over. The detective grabs his collar, slams him into the wet brick wall. End on the detective standing over him, breathing heavy, rain streaming down. Make this feel like a Christopher Nolan film. Gritty, real, weight in every movement. That is the whole input, the way a director would describe it to a film crew. Quick note on two things below the description box. Characters and objects lets you pick from OpenArt's library or upload your own face. Environment lets you upload reference scenes. I am not using either right now. I want you to see what SmartShot does on its own. This is for you to explore. Let's keep settings on high quality 16:9, 1080p and time 15 seconds. Now there are two buttons at the bottom, generate video and preview sheet. And this is where SmartShot does something I have never seen any other AI tool do. I am clicking the preview sheet first. Watch what happens. Demo 1, the Mumbai detective fight. While SmartShot generates the preview sheet, the image AI is translating my description into a full pre-production document, character, set, camera, lighting, shot list, all of it, before a single second of video gets made. Okay, stop. This is what SmartShot just made, the character reference sheet, and look at this. There are two characters here, not one. The detective in his trench coat, the antagonist in his leather jacket, both rendered in multiple angles, front, side, back. Both look identical from every direction. This is what costume designers used to make for 2 weeks before a shoot. SmartShot did it in seconds for two characters at the same time. Character notes, personality, physical build, costume details, color palette, texture references, the visual mood of the entire scene. The exact thing a director and a colorist would spend weeks aligning on. The set design, what the alley actually looks like. Wet brick, sodium lamps, tungsten chai stall light, and below it, the floor plan. Top-down view, where the detective runs, where the antagonist chases him, where they collide, where the camera goes for each shot. The complete storyboard, scene by scene. And listen to this, every single shot has a camera lens choice. Scene 1, 40mm anamorphic. Scene 2, 75mm anamorphic. Scene 3, 50mm. These are real lens choices that real cinematographers make. Every single thing a real production team would put together over weeks. SmartShot just did it. This is the part that broke me. We had to build all of this prompt by prompt when we were testing GPT Image 2. SmartShot did all of that from one description. Director line, second drop, new framing. That is what I meant earlier. AI is here to make your life easier. You don't have to be a prompt engineer to use AI. You should be the director. Now, if I like this shot plan, I just hit generate video. If I want to change something, I can edit the image or generate variations. To me, this looks good, so I am gonna hit generate. Quick honest note. The faces of both characters look kind of similar. That is because I did not give SmartShot specific reference faces. If I had used the characters tab and uploaded specific people, both would look completely different as we wanted to check the output without reference. Demo 2, the Bollywood trailer. Now let me try something harder, a full Bollywood trailer. I'm gonna paste a description for a movie called Akhri Sanchar, a former Indian intelligence officer stopping a cyber attack on Mumbai while protecting his daughter. Multiple shots, aerial Mumbai, rooftop, train chase, SUV chase, title card. That is a full Bollywood trailer. From one paragraph, the hero, by the way, looks kind of like Hrithik Roshan from War. I did not ask for that. Demo 3, the Bahubali Cyberpunk reimagining. I am asking SmartShot to recreate the iconic Bahubali waterfall climb scene. Reimagined for the year 2080. Cyberpunk Mumbai, a 200-story tower, holographic billboards, Christopher Nolan and S.S. Rajamouli co-directing. That is the brief. Here is what it gave. Okay, that is crazy. All three would have taken a real production house, weeks of planning, a team of specialists. We made all three from 3 paragraphs. Let me be honest with you about what this means. I am not saying AI is going to replace movies tomorrow. I genuinely don't think that. The story, the emotion, the human craft, that is still the filmmaker's job. The reason Christopher Nolan's films land is not the storyboard. It is the idea behind the storyboard. But every other part of filmmaking just became affordable and fast. If you had a story in your head you thought you could never make, you can make it now. If you want to actually try this yourself, link is in the description. And if you want that full plan, use the code SmartShot, that is one word, all caps, for 15% off the monthly subscription. That gets you the world's best image AI and the world's best video AI in a single tool. If you want to learn more AI tools, there is a complete playlist of tutorials I have made specifically for you. If you have made it this far, you are the kind of person who actually wants to build something with this stuff. Not just watch videos about it, subscribe. AI moves fast. Missing a week sets you back. The next one might be bigger.